Hey, I'm glad you found me. This is Joe T from WBWC and Red Cabin Acoustic. If you're new here, welcome to the cabin. If you're an old friend, welcome back. Regardless, I hope you're safe and warm. I recently picked up an AKG Perception 150. That's what you're listening to now. Why? Well, I got a good deal, and I don't have one. So then I had to do some research to figure out what it was I just bought. Do I need it? No. But as I said, I got a good deal, and because of that, I don't need to worry about lending it to my children, or their musician friends, or my students. So I picked up the Perception 150 because I have used and liked both the Perception 170 and the P170, and I've been meaning to make some videos about the differences between the AKG Perception Series and the P Series, because I was curious about what the differences might be and how these mics have evolved. To my knowledge, they are not manufacturing any perception microphones anymore, as the new series has been changed to just P, although both names appear on their website. AKG has given different microphones the same name and the same microphone different names. You may have seen my video documenting the name changes to the C3000 and the C3000B. I guess Inconsistency is okay if you're marketing to new customers, but for folks like me who buy used gear, it's less than convenient because it makes research hard, and often sellers have microphone models mislabeled. In the case of these three mics, slight changes to the mic warrant differentiating them by name, I suppose, and the changes in color help to identify them. But AKG has done it again. They gave the same microphone two different names, albeit similar names. The P17 is identical to the P170, but is included in the drum session kit. It cannot be purchased on its own, except, of course, used. I can't imagine why they gave it a different name. I buy used gear because the used market is vast and diverse, and if you shop around and are patient, you can get some great deals, which helps with the budget. You were listening to the Perception 150. Now you're listening to the Perception 170. Okay, enough context. Back to the microphones. From what I can tell, the Perception 150 was introduced about 2007 as a pencil condenser instrument microphone. Like a variety of other small diaphragm condenser mics marketed to musicians, it's a favorite of many to mic acoustic guitars, violins, ukulele, mandolins, horns, drums. Well, you get the picture. It can also be used for voice, but many small diaphragm condensers really don't handle plosives well, so good technique is required. Whatever covering the capsule has is to protect it from physical damage, not plosives. That's because these mics are engineered to have the highest transient response possible. If used for vocals, a good pop filter or windscreen may be needed. A common model for SDCs is the Shure A81WS. You know this windscreen. It's the one used by the White House on the SM-57s when the president's podium is outdoors. This mic is surprisingly loud, at least I think so, and can be used as an overhead boom mic for close-up on-camera use. Okay, the incomplete details. The Perception 150 is an externally biased, small diaphragm condenser with a half-inch capsule, cardioid pattern. The 10 dB pad provides a max SPL of 145 dB, self-noise of 21 dB, A-weighted. The only published difference between the Perception 150 and the Perception 170, sonically anyway, is that the pad was increased from 10 dB to 20 dB, increasing the max SPL of the Perception 170 to 155 dB. And it's blue. That happened in 2009. That was the Perception 170. Now you're listening to the P170. In 2014, the P170 replaced the Perception 170. The difference? Well, it's black. The sensitivity increased by 2 millivolts per Pascal. It's slightly more sensitive. And the self-noise decreased by 2 dBA from 21 to 19. If you're miking drums, it would hardly matter. So these mics have improved a bit by evolution, but in use, they're very much the same microphone. I own and use all three. I've compared the original manuals and have read what articles I can find. Sound on Sound is always a great resource, as is recordinghacks.com. I'm working on a video explaining the relationship between the other Perception Series and P-Series microphones and their evolution. As soon as that's published, I'll add a link to this description. Thanks for watching. If you like this video and you want to share, you know what to do. Peace, and be safe, eh?